Good morning from the National Weather Service here in Pocatello. My name is Carter, and this is your Southeast Idaho weather hazard briefing for Thursday, August 31st. Got warm and dry weather continuing throughout the day today. May see some isolated showers and thunderstorms, particularly south and east of the Snake Plain later today into Friday morning. But we're looking at monsoon moisture returning throughout the day on Friday, with 4 days of active and cooler weather ahead. I'll be breaking that down for you this morning. Keep what's in focus on today. We'll have a warming trend continue through Friday. Afternoon highs yesterday were in the 60s and 70s. Those will jump back up to the 70s to mid 80s over the next couple of days, ahead of that moisture moving in, helping to cool things off heading into Labor Day. Monsoon moisture is going to return for your Friday. We'll see isolated to scattered coverage becoming increasingly widespread throughout the weekend. Again, widespread rain, breezy to locally gusty winds with afternoon highs on Labor Day in the 60s and 70s. A noticeable difference from last year, where we were in the upper 80s to low triple digits across southeast Idaho. We'll have a return to drier and warmer conditions starting next Tuesday, so just the day after the 3-day weekend. And outside of that, we'll be keeping an eye over the next Friday through Monday period as a very active days across southeast Idaho. Quick look at the satellite this morning. Nothing but clear skies to see out there. Another low pressure system up there in northern Montana, keeping some clouds confined up in that area. And we may see a little bit of patchy smoke out there, lifting north out of Utah later today as we get some southwest flow ahead of our next system moving in. Well, we'll keep an eye on that for you. And water vapor satellites. So high pressure here. We got this zonal kind of westerly flow associated with this low that's just to our north. So we're kind of in between systems right now. So this high pressure keeping the things dry. Sky's clear for this morning, but we're keeping an eye on this system here. This low pressure system is going to drop out of British Columbia, working into the Pacific Northwest before ultimately setting up around Oregon and Northern California, kind of staying nearly stationary over the weekend, helping to drive some monsoon moisture out of the Great Basin into our area. And you can see at least active weather continuing behind that, but that high pressure is going to begin to move in starting around that Tuesday, Wednesday time frame, bringing some warmer and drier conditions. Weather's got like for your next 5 days. Main concern today, I'll center on some showers and thunderstorm potential later in the day into Friday morning across the southeast and eastern highlands. Again, for Friday, we're going to see some more minor impacts. Got showers and thunderstorms going to be widespread across the area, particularly in the afternoon and evening hours, with some breezy southwest winds helping to usher in that very moist air mass for the weekend. Showers and thunderstorms will continue for the 3-day weekend. Again, a little bit of an emphasis there, especially on Sunday, looking at a particular period there for some more minor impacts where some of those heaviest rain will be expected as that system becomes well overhead, with those continuing into Labor Day. Temperatures today starting off on the cooler side of things. This is going to be the coldest morning in the last couple months. Overnight lows are going to be in the 20s, 30s, and 40s to kick off your Thursday, with afternoon highs in the 70s to mid-80s. Storm predictor outlook for today. So again, we're keeping an eye on the southeast highlands, generally just an outside of a risk of some isolated thunderstorm potential, mostly showers up into that area, and that will continue into Friday morning. Winds today much lighter than they were yesterday. We'll see sustained winds about 10 to 15 miles an hour, with gusts to around 20, pushing about 30 to 35 in portions of the southeast highlands, especially in the Bear River Range. Temperatures for your Friday are going to be noticeably warmer in the morning. That southerly winds are going to help to keep things a little bit warmer for Friday. So overnight lows are going to be in the 40s and 50s, pushing low 60s as you head down towards Malad. But afternoon highs on Friday, just about where we were today, in the 70s and mid-80s. Severe weather outlook for your Friday. So we do have a marginal risk for some severe weather. Again, that's isolated severe thunderstorms, winds about 40 to 60. And keeping an eye on the main things is going to be looking at gusty winds in excess of maybe 40 to 50 miles an hour and locally heavy downpours. And this best outlined area, again, is going to be south about a line extending from Haley to Idaho Falls, south to Nevada and Utah. Excessive rain outlook for Friday, so where we can expect the best stratiform rain, kind of widespread rain impacts, it's going to be across the southeast and eastern highlands. Again, that locally heavy rain will be dependent on where we can get thunderstorms further west, but a marginal risk from the Weather Prediction Center on that excessive rainfall, isolated flooding possible, again, south and east of the Snake Plain for Friday. Winds on Friday are going to be noticeably stronger, so we saw a little bit lighter winds today. They're going to be increased for tomorrow, seeing widespread winds generally sustained about 15 to 25 miles an hour, locally stronger in that 30 mile an hour sustained range, particularly south, with widespread gusts about 25 to 40 miles an hour, a little bit stronger as you head south of the Snake Plain, gusts about 40 to 50, and with thunderstorms, we could see winds stronger than that. Temperatures on Saturday, keep it with the warming trend through the weekend. We're going to have overnight lows Saturday in the 50s and 60s. Stanley and Island Park holding on to the 40s along with Driggs. With afternoon highs, 70s and 80s. A little bit more coverage of those upper 60s starting to work back into the mountains. Severe weather outlook for your Saturday. Again, widespread subsevere thunderstorms are expected for Saturday. We're going to have that best chance on Friday. Given the lack of sunshine that we're going to be seeing through the weekend, we'll see decreasing at least severe thunderstorm threat, particularly on Friday where we can get those sunny skies out there, help to generate that instability, kind of expecting those best coverage on Friday with decreasing chances through the weekend. An excessive rainfall outlook, this expands to cover the entire area all the way up into Lemhi County in western Idaho. So you're keeping an eye on this, looking at some widespread periods of rain throughout the day on Saturday. Could lead to some isolated flooding in some areas. Winds on Saturday are going to be generally sustained about 12 to 22 miles an hour, with gusts in the afternoon pushing about 25 to 35 miles an hour. Temperatures on Sunday are going to be noticeably warmer again in the morning, so 30s, 40s, and 50s across the board, with afternoon highs at least starting to come down just a little bit in the 60s and 70s. Winds on Sunday is detained about getting about 12 to 16 miles an hour with gusts to about 25, so a little bit less winds on Sunday there, but we're still going to expect some more widespread precipitation impacts as that system continues to work inland. So talking about that over the coast of Oregon, Northern California, it's going to work inland come Sunday. So with that, we're expecting the most heaviest precipitation kind of on Friday night and then continuing into Saturday and Sunday. Temperatures for your Monday, this is going to be Labor Day, so we're starting off the Labor Day morning in the 30s, 40s, and 50s across the board, with afternoon highs in the 60s and 70s. Again, noticeably cooler from last year. We were in the upper 80s to low triple digits early September. Winds for your Labor Day are going to be sustained about 12 to 20 miles an hour, with gusts to around 25 to 30, so slightly breezy for Monday as we continue to get that moisture working into our area. Just look at those rainfall totals. This is going to be looking at today, tomorrow, so not expecting too much today, but mostly going to be focusing on Friday through Monday. So this is the 5-day total. And again, we're looking at best chances for over an inch, generally south and east of the Snake Plain and across higher elevations of the Central Mountains. But everyone will get in on the rain with some locally higher totals, depending on where we can get some more organized bands and thunderstorms to develop. That's about all I have for you this morning. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please feel free to send us an email, give us a call, or check out some information on our website. Have an awesome day.